The first question is question number 86. Let's read it. The IUPAC name of element with atomic number 102 is nobelium. That means the correct answer is option number 2. But let's also find out the atomic number of the rest of the elements. That is mendelevium, bohrium and rutherfordium. Let's start with mendelevium. The atomic number of mendelevium is 101. Then we have bohrium. The atomic number of bohrium is 107. Then we have rutherfordium. So for rutherfordium, the atomic number is 104. And for nobelium, the atomic number is 102. That means the correct answer is option number 4. Moving to the next question, students, which is question number 87. Let's read the question. According to molecular orbital theory, which among the following is a diamagnetic species? Student, for this question, we need to know that the species which have all the electrons paired or which have no unpaired electrons are diamagnetic in nature. And for that thing, first of all, we have to write the molecular orbital configuration of the given species, and then we'll be able to figure out that which species is diamagnetic and which is paramagnetic. First of all, I'm writing their molecular orbital configuration starting with B2. So students, we can clearly see that in B2 there are two unpaired electrons. As a result, this is paramagnetic in nature. Moving to O2, O2 also has two unpaired electrons. As a result, this is also paramagnetic in nature. Moving to NO, NO has one unpaired electron. As a result, this is also paramagnetic in nature. Moving to C2, C2 has no unpaired electrons. As a result, this is a diamagnetic in nature. That means the correct answer is option number 4. Moving to next question, students, which is question number 88. Let's read it. Identify the correct statement from the following. Students, in this question we are given with 4 statements and we have to identify the correct. So starting with number 1, on commercial scale, CO2 is obtained by heating limestone. Student, this is a correct statement, as on heating limestone, that is CaCO3, CO2 is prepared commercially. Moving to next, graphite is used as a dry lubricant. Student, this is also a correct statement, as graphite has layered structure and these layers are held by van der Waals forces of attraction. Graphite cleaves easily between the layers, therefore it is very soft and slippery. For this reason, graphite is used as a dry lubricant in machines running at high temperature where oil cannot be used as lubricant. That means this is also a correct statement. Moving to next, SiO2 reacts with HF but does not react with NaOH. Student, this is an incorrect statement, as SiO2 reacts with HF, also reacts with NaOH. Student, I'm writing the reaction here. SiO2 reacts with two molecules of NaOH to give Na2SiO3 plus H2O. It also reacts with HF, 4 molecules of HF to give SiF4 plus 2H2O. Moving to next statement, in GeCl62 minus, the hybridization of central atom, that is Ge, is sp3d2. Student, this is also a correct statement. That means statements A, B and D are correct. So the correct answer is option number 4. Here I'm writing answer is option number 4. Moving to next question, students, which is question number 89. Let's read the question. Which compound on reductive ozonolysis gives propanol and isobutyraldehyde? So student, first of all, I'm drawing the structure of propanol and isobutyraldehyde. Propanol is CH3C, CH3 double bond O, and isobutyraldehyde is CH3CH, CH3CHO. So student, let's find out all the products obtained during reductive ozonolysis of the given compounds. So students, in option number 1, we get 2 molecules of isobutyraldehyde. Moving to option number 2, the products obtained after reductive ozonolysis are propanol and propanol. Moving to option number 3, we get two molecules of butane 2-on during reductive ozonolysis. Moving to option number 4, on reductive ozonolysis, the product obtained are propanol and isobutyraldehyde. We can clearly see. That means the correct answer for this question is option number 4. Moving to next question, students, which is question number 90. Reaction of acetaldehyde with ethyl magnesium bromide followed by hydrolysis will give. So student, first of all, we are given with acetaldehyde and ethyl magnesium bromide. So ethyl C2H5 magnesium bromide. This reacts with acetaldehyde, which is ethanol. We know that this carbonyl carbon has delta positive. This has delta minus. Carbon is delta minus, magnesium is delta positive. Now students, this ethyl group will attack on the carbonyl carbon and this bond will shift towards oxygen. So the product obtained is C2H5C CH3H O minus, and this MgBr will be here forming ionic bond with oxygen. On hydrolysis, we get secondary alcohol, that is C2H5C CH3HOH. This is a secondary alcohol. And the side products obtained is magnesium, bromine, and OH. That means the correct answer is option number 2. Moving to next question, students,